In this section, we will learn total productive maintenance or TPM. The performance of an asset is based on three factors. We already discussed these things. Just want to remind you. Three factors are reliability, maintenance plan, and operating environment. Reliability means how it is designed, maintenance plans means how it is maintained, and operating environment means in what environment and with what methods it will be operated. Now, the reliability and maintenance plan we have discussed in great detail in earlier sections. Now, the third factor, that operating environment, this thing we will discuss here. In this section, we will discuss basically this operating environment, which means in what environment and in what methods it will be operated. This particular factor includes the skills of the operator also. Skills of the operator also. And the condition in which the machine is kept. So this operating environment you can segregate into two things. Number one, skills of the operator, and operating environment. Okay. Now several studies have indicated that 40% of failures are direct result of operational errors or unsuitable operating condition. These failures and those created by asset itself due to the faulty inherent design can be minimized or eliminated if operators have good understanding of the asset and the manner in which it is operated affects its overall performance. Operator must feel responsible for proper operation of assets under their control. They live and breathe with them. They can sense if something is wrong or something abnormal is happening with the asset in operation or in condition. See, that operation person who is turning on and turning off the machine on daily basis, 3 shifts in a day. So he knows the machine better. He knows the pulses of the machine. He knows the sound the machine generates. So in some day, if the operator goes and sound is something different, he can immediately diagnose that there is some problem with it. And if he knows the importance of the variance of this sound, even if he has a little bit knowledge about, there is a term called vibration analysis, and that is done by the reliability department, and as I see that there is a change in the sound, I should inform them so that they can analyze further. So in a way he is pointing or identifying the failure much before anybody can do. So when this effort of operation is combined with the earlier reliability and maintenance effort, this on a whole increases the overall equipment efficiency. And this is our aim for this section. So I can give you another example to understand the concept better. You drive a car, you are driving this car for say 1 year, 2 year or 5 years, and you know the sound of the engine. So every time you start it, you can feel it. The vibration, you can feel it. If there is some abnormality, if there is some low pressure in the tire, now the cars are fitted with the information on your dashboard that you can see the tire pressure. But think of the earlier times when you cannot see the tire pressure. But when you drive the car after starting on, you can feel that my tire pressure is low. So you can come down and check whether it is really low or not. So you are the first person who knows the machine or asset better. Similarly, an operator of an asset can sense if there is something abnormal or out of ordinary with asset. Often these incipient problems can be corrected cost effectively by the operators themselves or with the timely help of maintenance. However, if the incipient problems are not corrected in time, they may result in bigger failures, costing more time to fix. In fact, operators should be the first line of defense in watching abnormal condition of an asset and initiating corrective action. But in many organizations, it has become very difficult to successfully involve operation team in these trivial maintenance actions because of the work culture. Because traditionally you can see that manpower for operation and maintenance is different, and also the reward system is different. A person who is doing operation is seldom gets rewarded if he if he has done something good for the maintenance. On the other hand, maintenance sees this as a loss of their opportunity. They see it like a snatching their job by somebody else. This clear division of uh, manpower gets this third term, that the operating environment reduced, reducing the overall OE to reduce. Operators are believed to just operate asset without any regard for the maintenance need or proper operating condition. They sometimes have trouble seeing the overall picture. They can help in reducing the number of failures by getting involved, by taking proactive action or catching failure in early stages and working with maintenance in a timely fashion to get them attended. But there is a need for ownership. The maintenance people and operation people both should think that ultimately it is the revenue that is getting generated from the asset that is the most important things. Also, if you can see that for decades the reward system has created a misaligned culture. Also, the design teams are rewarded for achieving functional capability at the lowest cost, not really concerned about the downstream problem for the operation and maintenance and the true life cycle cost of ownership of the asset. This is true. Production team are rewarded when they beat the production number, regardless of the real demand for the product, and without having concern about the asset's health. They keep on burning the machine for the sake of more production. On the other hand, maintenance teams are rewarded for fixing the asset failures and not improving the reliability much. They get extra pay for coming in inconvenient times when the asset is broken and get well done from the management when they can fix it. If we are rewarded for failures, why would we want reliability? Who would step up and volunteer for a 15 to 20% pay cut for a reduced overtime? People don't pay as much attention to what the managers say compared to what they actually do. If the management says they want reliability, no failures or minimum failures, but they keep paying for the failures, they keep worker rewarded for the failures, so they will continue to get failures. This culture needs to be changed or improved. So total productive maintenance is basically a practice that is originated in Japan and addresses problems between the organization, maintenance, and other departments, primarily between production and operation. Most organizations are structured with maintenance on one side and operation on other side. Although all departments have the same goal to be a productive unit in the organization lines frequently get in the way, causing delays, production stoppage. TPM helps to reduce or eliminate these issues. So TPM is a team-based asset management strategy that emphasizes the cooperation between operation and maintenance department with the goal of zero defects, zero breakdowns, zero accidents, and effective workplace design. So this needs to break the traditional barrier because maintenance department manages the plant's maintenance programs, but TPM seeks to involve employees in all departments, including production and maintenance at all levels from the plant floor to senior executive, to ensure the effective asset operation. Why this is required, I have already told you in detail. So what are the principles? What are the principles for the TPM? Principles are simple, and that is the goal of every manufacturing organizations. That is to improve the asset and equipment effectiveness, to have autonomous maintenance by the operator, service adjustment minor repairs by operation. You can see that maintenance operation department raises notification for cleaning the pressure gauges that is on the downstream of a pump. So cleaning of a gauge can be easily done by a piece of cloth, and that thing can be easily done by the operator. But operator does not want to do anything on the asset except, except turning it on and off. So the TPM wants to change this, and they want that this minor adjustment, minor repairs to be done by operator itself. Then what the maintenance department will do? They will do more resourceful and more sophisticated job which requires highly skilled manpower. They may they may change the bearing, they may change the lube oil and all these things, but minor maintenance on pressure gauges, cleaning of the equipment, these things can be taken up by the operator. And but one of the main reason that operation does not want to do the small maintenance also because they do not have the training. They have a fear that if they touch it, it may break down or it may not work. So we need to train them. We need to train both operation and maintenance people to have at least some amount of knowledge about the machine. They should know the safe operating limit and they should know that when the machine is like reached his breaking point. So all these things that are discussed now can only be possible if we standardize the procedure. If we standardize procedure, then it will be very easy. Suppose that you have made a procedure to cleaning the acid. So which type of liquid we should use to clean the acid, which type of cloth we should use. All these things are standardized, they're placed properly, and there is an inbuilt procedure for it. So operation team will be more interested in doing this kind of job. Objective of TPM is also very global objective, that is zero defect, zero breakdown, zero accident in all functional areas of the organization. This term is important, all functional area. This means even if there is an accident in a maintenance department, operation team will be responsible, and if there is an accident in the operation department, maintenance team will be also equally responsible for the same. And the second point, involve everybody, involve each and every one. So what are the benefits? This is what we are looking for. And through the implementation of TPM in various organizations around the world, what is achieved is phenomenal. Number one, increase in productivity, obviously. Second is reduced maintenance cost. Why? Because the operator has identified the incipient failure and taken the corrective action immediately. So there is no further failure, there is no secondary failures. So the event is contained. So the cost of maintenance is reduced, cost of manufacturing is reduced. Reduction in customer complaints. Now the production and maintenance department are all together. They have the same goal. They have the same goal to make a good quality product at a reduced cost, at a zero defect. So obviously customer complaint will reduce and the time for attending a customer complaints will also get reduced. Satisfy the customer need by 100% delivering the right quantity at the right time with the best required quality. And number 5 is the most important, reduced safety incidents and environmental concerns. So how we get these benefits? There are some pillars in TPM and there is a workflow. So if we follow them, we'll get these benefits. We'll discuss this